I'm James O'Brien, physical therapist, and in this video, I'm going to teach you the #1 reason I treat spinal disorders, which both produce neck pain and low back pain. Stick around so you can prevent low back pain or neck pain from happening to you, or your friends, or your mama. The #1 reason I treat spinal disorders is from this tendency to round forward through the upper back, where we often are during sitting while we're working, texting, driving, and unfortunately, we all do it, but it's not great. In this position, we'll compensate through our neck, which makes a neck disorder. When it comes to standing, we're so used to being rounded forward in our upper back that then we compensate through our lower back by swaying backwards. This makes a low back disorder. #1 reason I treat spinal disorders, in my opinion. So what do? How do we fix that? The key to fixing this is learning how to straighten out through the upper middle back here, again, the thoracic spine. But that can be difficult. Because the body takes the path of least resistance, often when we try and straighten up, we just do it excessively through the lower back. And if you notice, my upper back here is still just rounded forward, and I'm just pinching now in my low back to make a low back disorder. So I need to learn how to straighten up through here, not through here. To do that can be somewhat difficult. I need to learn how to lock out my lower back. And I'm going to do that by engaging the abdominals. So to engage the abdominals, I think about bringing my rib cage down and my belt buckle here up. You can see, as I contract the abdominals, my two hands will come somewhat together. And if you look at my lower back there, it actually changes this position. I tighten my abdominals, which locks out my lower spine. From this position, I then can straighten out through the upper back. So here, I'm in good posture. Now that can be very difficult for people to do. All right, people just can't figure out how to engage the abdominals correctly in standing or sitting. So this is my favorite drill, which we're about to do, to train you on how to do that. I call it the back to the wall drill, or in this case, the back to the cabinet drill. Thank you, Mr. Cabinet. You're very welcome, James. You're doing a totally stellar job. Oh, stop it, Mr. Cabinet. These cabinets. Oh, they remind you of their own. Anyway, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lean into the wall, or in this case, the cabinet. My knees are bent and my feet are way out in front of me. I have my shoes on so I don't slip and fall and my friends laugh at me. I'm tired of being laughed at. So I make sure I have my shoes on. From this position, I'm going to flatten my lower back into the wall. My pant line or my belt line here stays on the wall as I just flatten my back to the wall. All right? That can be very difficult for people to do. All right? I'm not flattening my back into the wall by pushing into the wall with my back muscles. Rather, I'm drawing my lower abdomen up and in here, and I can physically take my hands, push up and in. That will flatten my lower back to the wall. My ribs are down right now. My core is tight. From this position, I'm going to lift up on my imaginary ponytail as I draw my head back to the wall. This now, you can just see how I'm starting to straighten out through my upper back. I'm straightening out through my upper back because my lower back is locked out flat to the wall here, or the cabinet. So I pull up on my imaginary ponytail, my chin comes slightly down. If I can get my head all the way to the wall, great, I'll do it. If I can't, that's okay. A lot of you won't be able to do it. So this now is working those upper back muscles to keep me in good posture. And again, I'm not getting any motion through my lower back because it's locked out because my abdominals are tight. So now I want to incorporate these principles into standing. So to get into good standing posture, I pull up on my imaginary ponytail. That's the first thing I think about. That gets me tall and long. I think about anchoring down my rib cage. My rib cage is being pulled down right now. I'm drawing my lower abdomen up and inward, which pulls my belt buckle slightly upwards. Here, I'm in good standing posture. Yes, I did it. Okay, thank you. I'm so happy. Okay, so a few little pointers, all right? We're often told to draw the belly button into the spine. That's a great cue if done correctly. Here I'm drawing my belly button in, but it's not correct. What did I do wrong? I'm just holding my breath. That doesn't really work. But notice where my ribs go. They actually flare upward. That's breaking my rule. I said we want to keep those ribs anchored down. So instead of just sucking in, and you can see how my shoulders lift up there, and I look like a freaking weirdo, so I'm not going to do it. I'm tired of being laughed at. All right? I'm thinking about anchoring the ribs down, drawing the belt buckle up, pulling up on the ponytail. I feel this tension. Now, throughout the day, this is where I need to stay. This is where I need to stay during running, during walking, during standing, during sitting. I try and stay here as much as possible, and with every breath, I'm strengthening the system up to have a good solid foundation, to keep me in good position. And I've seen a lot of my patients in time who are conscious about doing this correctly come from crummy postures to a good posture, and then their pain goes away. So I would encourage you to try this to prevent pain from happening. All right, thanks so much for watching. That's all I got for now. If you guys found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time.